So here we are in hand two. I passed in first seat. Mikey opened a neutron, passed back around to me. I have way too much distribution to consider passing. I have two bidding options. I can try to show diamonds in a major, or I can show both majors. I think they're both pretty sensible. And I think showing the majors is just more important. So I'm going to double, which shows one minor or both majors. That's what I'll do. So the downside of this, it gives David an easy chance just to go ahead and stick in his club suit now. So my partner's passing. I guess they don't want to necessarily do anything here. So if two clubs passes back around to us, there's no way I'm passing. I'm going to double this for takeout. I mean, this is obviously takeout. If I had clubs, I would just, get down on my knees, thank Jesus, and pass. So my partner's not going to be confused. So I think she's going to know that I have the majors and diamonds. So she's not necessarily going to know I'm voiding clubs, but she's going to know that I have the other three suits. So she'll do something intelligent. She knows I don't have an opening bid. We open pretty light here, so I think this doesn't have to work, but I think it's a favorite. It's a fun hand. It's always fun to just have auctions like this. They're weird. You don't see them very often. My bid has like a bunch of meanings. The reason I couldn't bid two diamonds over two clubs is because my double showed either one minor or both majors. So if I bid two diamonds, I might think in my head, oh yeah, that's a good description. I showed both majors and now diamonds, except that's not what it would show. It would just show that I had diamonds, which is clearly a very silly way to bid this hand. If I was going to do that, I might as well have bid two diamonds in the first place, showing diamonds on a major. Looks like Sylvia has a bit of a problem. She's not sure what to do. She probably has a whack of clubs and no great fit with me. She's probably wishing I hadn't done this to her. So my guess is in her mind right now, she's just working out the least of evils. Oops. So she's gonna bid two hearts. I know for a fact, and I think everyone does, that she doesn't have four hearts in her hand. I'd be shocked if she has it. Given that she took so long to bid. If she had a major suit fit with me, I suspect she would have bid more quickly. So I would expect her to be something like 2-3-3-5 before we see her hand. Or she could have a massive heart fit with me and bid only two hearts. Well, I'm not sure about this. I think with Sylvia's hand, I would have bid four hearts before I bid two hearts. At least three hearts, Maybe she wasn't sure about the meaning of my double. Maybe she was worried I was like 3-3-6-1 or something. mean, if you think about it from her point of view, what I would be thinking would be, my partner, I know my partner didn't open the bidding, but my partner has enough to compete and then compete again when I didn't bid. So therefore, like I have actually a really good fitting hand. And partner probably has a singleton club to double 2 clubs, right? Because like if I'm bidding the first time and I'm bidding again with another double, I'm making a 3-suited takeout. And past hand takeouts tend to be pretty pure. So when she didn't invite me to bid over 2 clubs in any way, I'm supposed to really have my bid. So I think she could have maybe worked out that I'm very likely to have a singleton club, and that means her hand is working really hard. 3 little opposite a stiff are the kind of hands where you can make 5 or even 6 or something, with not a lot of high card points. So I would definitely have bid more than 2 hearts with her hand. What I would bid, I'm not sure. Like, it's a legitimate problem, especially at match points. You could jump to 3 hearts, just a straight invitational bid. You could cubit 3 clubs and then bid 3 hearts over 3 diamonds as like a really strong invite. You could jump to 4 hearts. I don't think that's so terrible. You jump to 4 hearts, you're gonna make it some of the time. That's interesting. So sometimes good players will mess around with playing the king here. Like, he could still have king jack doubleton and just feels sad about it, so he's just gonna play the king. But he could also just have a singleton king. Good players will just open a no trump sometimes with a singleton king. So this hand is playing swimmingly. If he does have the king jack doubleton, she quite easily could make 6. Alright, so David's decided to tap the dummy on the theory that he doesn't want to play a spade or a diamond. So now Sylvia has a bit of a guess here. She could play safe for making 5 by just leading the 10 of diamonds now. And that way Jay can ruff with his low trump and then she can just claim. Or she could have tried to split the trumps 2-2, in which case she would have made 6. But it's generally a bad policy to make a slam when you're in a part score. It just feels bad. So she's just opting to make 5, which feels a little bit less bad. It still doesn't feel good. And it looks like she could have made 6, if that's a legitimate jack of hearts. She could have just cashed the queen of hearts. So you'll notice that Dave made a nice play of just flying up with the king of hearts. It gave her a guess what was going on in the hand. If he had played low, she would surely stick in the queen and have made 6.
Okay, please stop your recording.